What's up, y'all? Capone Zone Tony here, and I'm going to be running through the Cave of the Gi Crisis Dungeon on very hard in FF7 Ever Crisis. So, if you're just here and you just need the symbol enemy info for this dungeon, here you go. This dungeon is primarily weak against magic quake and magic ice, but I brought a physical quake Yuffie because I do not have the magic quake Vincent, and that worked fine as well. Yeah, so as you can see, you're also going to need circle and X sigil. It seems like X sigil might be all you need. I'm not exactly sure. I was able to kill these enemies fast enough where it just was at the point of I didn't even really have to worry about sigils at all. So, take that for what it's worth. But yeah, circle, X sigil, ice, magic quake is the ideal setup. If you do not have Vincent's new costume, and you have Yuffie's, you can use that as well. If you don't have either, you can still use Vincent and just use his Quake and Peril weapon to help the whole party do more damage with Quake era. That's an option as well. But this is the party I went with. So Aerith, she's going to be doing a little bit of ice damage with Snowflake, but she's mainly here for debuffing for magic defense, and she can debuff physical defense too with Sun Umbrella. The cool thing about Snowflake is that it's a cure all ally, or it has a cure all slot, so I can use she can be a healer and a little bit of a sub DPS at the same time. Her back weapon, Centipede. This weapon here is mainly for helping Yuffie do more damage, but it has ice potency, which will help her do damage too. Mithril type O, HP, magic ability potency. That's pretty much Aerith. And she has the sigils too, or just at least one of them, and a quake because she already has ice damage covered with her weapon. Alright, we'll go to Sephiroth. So this is mainly just magic ice Sephiroth. He's going to be just doing as much damage as he can with ice, but he has the two sigils. He has quake if we need it. Back weapons, Power Soul for magic ability potency. This is Silver Staff for attack and ice potency. Electro Cannon for magic attack and magic ability potency. Yuffie here. So like I said, I don't have the new Vincent, I guess it's 2 banners old now, but the Vincent Magic Quake setup. But like I said, if you do not have that, or you don't have this Yuffie that's physical Quake, you can also just use Vincent's Quake and Peril weapon to kind of just debuff Quake resistance on those enemies, and then the rest of the party can just do damage with Quake Hero. But this is my setup. Arctic Star, she can boost her own physical attack 3 tiers. The Hawkeye is just OB6, good earth damage. She has the Blizzard Blow just for the ice enemies, or the enemies that are weak to ice. Right here we got Mad Minute for the physical ability potency, HP. Wiser Staff for earth potency, HP. And then Ultimatic for boost attack and physical ability potency. So yeah, that pretty much covers it. You get a little bit of a boost here, 10% to magic attack, ice potency, and earth. So let's do it. So like you always do with Crisis Dungeons, always get all the items. Even if you don't even use all the items, you get an extra bonus for just having the items. So the difference between this Crisis Dungeon and others is I don't believe you don't have to fight these ads. You can kind of just run away from them. But if you can fight them just to get your limit gauge up, so that is a strategy. But yeah, you don't have to fight them. Hey, the cat's here. So I'm going to do some debuffing. This guy is weak to ice, by the way. So we're going to do some ice damage here. Sephiroth should be able to kill it in 2 swipes. Let's have Aerith do a little DPS too. You don't have to worry about the ads here. At least I don't. I don't think I do anyway. We're actually cutting this down to the wire here. Oh no! Okay, we got it. About to say, we're about to take a big hit there. I don't think we were in any danger of dying or anything, but yeah, that might have hurt. Alright. I'm going to try my best to avoid these ads. I don't really want to fight them. But you could have actually fought them to kind of got your attack stance up before entering that battle, so that is a strategy. So yeah, I probably should have fought at least one of these ads to do that. For this, I'm going to be just extra defensive. I don't really need to boost my attack or anything. I think I'm doing enough damage as is, so I'm just going to be taking pretty much most of the defensive buffs for this. I'm going to be just running away from these things. Okay, I'll take the battle, whatever. It doesn't really matter. All these ads that you fight are just kind of weak anyway. So I'm going to kind of just speed through this. Oh crap, I just noticed I was in defensive mode the whole time. Well, that's not good. I should actually fight another ad real quick to kind of get the attack stance back up. I must have went into defensive mode at the end of the first battle, and I forgot to go back into attack stance. So that was a goof up on my part. I'll go fight this guy real quick just to get back into a attack stance. Get it back to full. So for Aerith, I will just heal the whole time. Like I said, you can just kind of just stay in these battles, get these limit gauges up, and then you can like just go into one of the main Crisis Dungeon bosses and just unleash limit breaks and summons. That is a strategy. These guys here are weak to quake. And just like that, we're already back up to full on our attack stance. Come on, Yuffie. Oh, Yuffie's silenced or fatigued, whatever. As you can see, Yuffie is still pretty good. Despite this dungeon needing a magic quake setup, or not needing, but preferring, she can do just fine. If you have her built out. Mine's OB6, so mine's built out pretty well. Alright, I'm gonna go up this side. Let's fight the enemy over here. So this one is... Okay, this guy's weak to quake. Like I said, you got quake cocktails and stuff. You can use those if you need to. If you are a little bit weaker. I'm going to debuff immediately, and then we're going to go into quake damage. He buffs himself 5 tiers on defense. So we're probably not going to kill him before he gets off his attack. Or actually, we might. Yeah, I think we are. Alright, so if he gets off his attack, his water attack, I believe it does like a good 2,000 to 3,000 damage. But that is also because I took the water resistance at the beginning. So that attack actually might do a bit more than it would have done to me there. Like I said, if you take the water resistance, it does around like 3,000 to the whole party. If you don't, it'll probably might do like 4,000 to 5,000, right? So just letting y'all know that. Like I said, I'm just going to be extra defensive here. I'm just going to take magic defense. So I think I'm doing enough damage as is. Cottage, blizzard cocktails. Alright, this is the... this guy is also weak to ice. I believe we fought this Behemoth during the one of these events, past events. I'm going to debuff, and then Sephiroth's going to go straight into dealing ice damage here. I should have just used Snow Spell. We're probably not going to kill it. Alright, we're definitely not going to kill it first go around, but not a big deal. This flare doesn't do a ton of damage. You know what? I might as well just unleash limit breaks. Because we do have a Mega Elixir that we can just use at the very end, and we're going to get all our limit breaks back anyway. So, you know, not a big deal if I need to use them right here. Which I don't really need to, it's just kind of just getting through the battle quicker. As you can see, Shiva just does a ton of damage to him. I decided to just give Aerith this limit break because it's just nice to have, you know, emergency heal, right? So now I'm just going to keep on attacking, heal if you need to, but yeah, he's at this point where he's just going to keep doing his tantrum and his gauge keeps filling up. You knock the gauge down by just pretty much hitting with ice damage, or Is it any damage? I'm not sure if it's any damage. But yeah. Not too bad if you have a decent setup. Decent ice setup. Alright, I'm just going to take defense again, like I said. Just going to take all the defense. If the enemies can't kill you, then it's, you know, it's hard to lose in these dungeons, right? But it also is a benefit to try to kill these guys as fast as you can for a better score. But I feel like it's, you know, it's not a high score challenge or a crisis dungeon challenge, so I feel like these ones are just more fair, I guess. You know, you don't have to really rush your way through it. You can use more items. You're not competing against anybody, really. So these guys are weak to quake. These actually are more susceptible to physical quake. So Yuffie's actually perfect for this one. Because after he gets off this attack, he's going to debuff himself extremely heavily here. With his 5 tiers down in physical defense. So Yuffie's going to about one-shot this thing. And there you go. So yeah, both these guys weak to quake. Alright, easy enough. Symbol boss defeated, and we are going to get ourselves... so if you take this ice potency, I probably wouldn't recommend it, because this boss right here at the end is weak to quake. So I don't think ice is going to really help you that much. Unless your ice damage dealer is your best damage dealer. I'm just going to take magic defense again, with a little bit of magic attack. This guy, yeah, let's fight him, why not? I think there's like a treasure chest in this corner anyway. Like I said, get all the treasure chests so you can maximize your score. Even if you don't use the items, your spare items that you don't use will add to your overall score. Let's just speed through this. There you go. Reason why also I gave Aerith her Monster Hunter costume, it's just great for a debuffer. You get that buff debuff extension, and you get points into healing as well. It's a very nice costume, actually. High potions. Quake cocktails. So those are the quake cocktails. So honestly, that's actually a good treasure chest to actually get early on if you are struggling with quake enemies. You can use those quake cocktails earlier on. Alright, so for this, I'm just going to do a quake cocktail to Yuffie because she's the quake damage dealer. I'm going to give Sephiroth the blizzard cocktail because he's the ice damage dealer. And we'll do mega elixirs. That's going to max out all of our gauges, our limit break gauges, summon gauges. So right when we go into this battle, we're going to destroy this thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is use Aerith here to debuff it with Snow Spell. And then we're going to go crazy on limit breaks. Only reason I use Breath of the Earth is to have the 1.25 multiplier for the other two summons. So Diamond Dust, pretty good amount. And Leviathan, decent amount as well. So from this point on, it's just doing damage with Quake, or whatever your best damage is. Yuffie here is going to be doing the best damage with her Earth potency, but even though the boss here is more susceptible to magic Earth, you know, Yuffie can still do good damage as well. And despite the boss not being weak to ice, you know, Sephiroth is still doing almost 70k. And that is the whole Crisis Dungeon. Not too bad. These last, like, 3 Crisis Dungeons, I feel, have been tamed down. I think we've kind of reached the peak of the hardest difficulty, and our accounts keep getting stronger. But yeah, 977k, new record. I think all you need is, like, probably, like, 750 to get an S+, so, yeah. A lot of, room, you know, you can do a lot worse than this to get an S+, is all I'm saying. Just in case your account is a little bit, you know, weaker than mine. So there we go. that is Cave of the Gi on very hard. If you found this video helpful, please give this video, or just found it enjoyable, please give this video a comment, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Later.